my name. I put it up there because everyone spells it wrong. Or pronounce it as Seen. San, Seen, Shane. No, I don't know why I get Shane. There's no SH in it. So I'm Sean. I'm going to go through learning from collaborations. Or working a team. Or as I'm going to call it, I make lots of mistakes, and hopefully by listening to me talk, you won't make the same ones. Maybe. I don't know. My mistakes are pretty interesting. Well, I don't know. They might be really boring. So, I'm going to start with, I'm an only child, which means I am probably spoiled. I didn't work well with others as a child and kind of didn't share well. So, there's my gif. But it's pretty much me as a young individual. And when I moved on into my later career as a designer, started out as a graphic designer and pretty much worked by myself. Didn't really gel well with teams. Again, I'm talking about collaborations, and yet I'm building myself up as this person that literally hates working in teams. What a good beginning. But that was in my early career. So that was like the first four or 5 years of my career. And then I got pretty much brought into doing more teaching work. Now, I've been teaching beforehand, but I was pretty much just the guy that came in and just filled in, just got dropped in. Hey, need you to fill in. I'm like, okay, let's talk design, excellent. But as I worked on, I got brought into more team-based environments where I actually had to collaborate. So this is me making a mistake. Mildly what I'm currently feeling right now when I got up on stage, I've made a huge mistake. Because it's actually, I'm quite high and it just feels like I'm gonna fall. Also, the last time I did a public speaking event, I mispronounced one person's name and then almost threw the award that I was giving out to someone at them. So, again, great start to a great night. So, this is what I always feel when I do these talks. So, but I've learned from them. At least I think I have. There's probably plenty more for you to make. I make some right now. Let's see what happens. So, I'm going to go through my first story, and this one's called Miscommunications. As you can tell, I'm very literal. I have a literary tongue. I talk very well. No, it's very. That's the best I could come up with in 5 days was Miscommunications. What an inspiring name. So. This is kind of a short story, basically about a time I had to work in a team. So in this team, I was brought on board to kind of help build out a whole course in the space of a month. Short period of time. It's all good though. Not too bad. Had a good team. Had a good leader. At least I thought I had a good leader. Sorry, there's a twist in this. I'm not going to bag on the leader too much. So spoiler, I'm the villain in this one. So basically what happened in the story was, got brought on board, working a team, kind of building out all this cool content. And then I noticed in some of the content that there was an interesting subject missing, which was how to set up a portfolio. There was no actual thing telling someone or giving some advice or even time how to build a portfolio. As a visual designer or graphic designer or any real designer, the portfolio is kind of the most important thing. So I raise my hand and I go, hey, boss, where's the portfolio subject we used to have that was quite important? Oh, we removed that. I went, why is that? And so that devolved into a polite discussion, into a somewhat more heated discussion, to the end where he just walked away. And I'm just left there and I'm just sitting there going, I don't really like you. And so for the next week, it was very awkward between me and him. Unbelievably awkward. We just didn't talk. I would do my work, he would do his work. Me just thinking, this guy has no idea what he's doing. What's going on? There's no reasoning for this. And so I just kind of got really angry, didn't really solve the problem. So I found out a week later that what happened was he was being forced to do certain things. So it wasn't actually his fault. It wasn't even what he wanted. He actually agreed with me. But instead of actually asking the question why and trying to understand his perspective on what the issue was, I just got angry. Didn't even ask him. And if all I'd done is actually ask the question why, maybe we could have actually worked together and actually solved the problem. So just asking simple questions of why they were doing what they were doing, the motivations behind why he was pushing for this would have really helped solve this problem, because we could have collaborated. And actually, happy end of the story, we did in the end. 1 week later, when I finally realized that I was being an idiot and should actually just walk up and ask the question as to why he's doing what he's doing, instead of just being self-righteous, believing that I was the champion of the students fighting for them to have a portfolio. No, I was just really arrogant and thought I was right. So again, one area where I learned that asking the question why of my team is pretty much a good way to understand why they're doing what they're doing, and so I can actually work with them rather than against them. So that's one story. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, or at least it was interesting. So there we go. So this next one is letting go, which I'm currently doing right now. No, so this one's a little bit different. Again, very good name. I should really trademark these. No, so it was on letting go. I really wish I actually got that, what is it, Frozen GIF, of the dancing thing and playing the song. I'm not going to sing it because you really don't want to hear my voice singing. I advise strongly against it. But again, this was another one where my ego got a little bit in the way. Excellent. So I was in a team. We're working on a hackathon because they're fun and it's light and it's all good. You really enjoy it. And had a good team. I wasn't the leader again. I was just following along, which is probably a good thing. And I had a disagreement with my leader again. Interesting. So I had an idea and I thought it was amazing. I'd done the research. I found the solution. It was the best idea I have ever come up with. At least I thought I had. And my team leader wouldn't listen to me. They didn't think it was a good idea as well. What I didn't realize is they had domain knowledge on the topic as well, and had also done their own research. I saw that. You realize what's happening here. And it's like, oh, that's a fight you don't really want to pick. But I thought, again, in myself, oh, I'm a great designer. I know what's right. I got this great feeling. It's going in the right direction. And then I realized that I think the rest of my team doesn't agree with them, and there's this friction in this team that's going on. And then a couple of days later, I realized, hold on, I think I'm the friction in this team. Because I took a step back and I was like, hold on a sec. I questioned my idea and I thought through it and I was like, it's a good idea. And thought about their idea and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it could be okay. And okay, it's hard to let go of pride. Again, letting go. Got to go back to that a lot. But it was a hard experience. I started talking to them a little bit more. Instead of just being kind of my sullen, kind of like working away, I started talking to them and asking them about their idea, getting a bit more information, kind of building upon it, understanding where they were coming from with their idea. And that's when I found out they had domain knowledge. And I'm like, and they've done all the research, the same as I have. And the whole team agrees with them. Oh, and I'm wrong. Ouch. So again, I guess the thing I really want to nail home with this talk is, again, the one thing I learned most from working in teams is, again, they were very highlighted ones. I'm a lot better now, I swear. I'm good to work with, please. Listen to me. I told you my 2 worst stories about me working in a team. I've gotten better. Yeah, let my ego go. Letting go. So the one thing I really want to take away from this is you really got to look at other people's perspectives when you're working with them. If you're disagreeing with someone, the idea shouldn't be to just jump to the defense and think that you're always in the right, but better to actually ask questions, to think why. Why are they doing this? Why are they really defending this idea as much as I'm defending my idea? Maybe there's merit in the idea that they're defending. There could be merit in the idea I'm defending as well, but maybe we should actually just ask why and question each other. So, hopefully I haven't talked too long so far. I feel like I'm kind of just powering through this. But again, I know I kind of want to have a beer as well, and I'm pretty sure you guys want to have another one as well. So, just want to end on a quote, which is, I'm not letting you end just yet. It's like, the false ending. No, this is a quote. So this is from Paul Blake, a person I very much admire. So We have empathy for our users, but not always for our team. So we spend so much time thinking about the people we're actually developing or designing for that sometimes we actually forget that we're working with other people and that it's worth actually empathizing and understanding where they're coming from as well. So yeah, so that's me. I'm Sean. Great to meet you all. Hopefully I didn't bore you. And I feel like this was a pretty lightning talk, so yeah. Good.